2 or 3 days after the trade, called a run for Pat Beverly, and you had the Knicks in Houston to battle the Rockets in a game that the media made a lot of hype about. But in the second quarter of that game, Dwight Howard would set a hard pick on Pat Beverly, sending him to the hardwood and causing him to play the rest of that entire game in pain. The Rockets would get the win, Pat Beverly had an awful shooting night, and the Knicks quickly looked to the calendar for the opportunity to play the Rockets again to get redemption. We're ready for that game. So Pat Beverly is healthy now. He is back, ready for action. Let's get into it. In today's game, man, the Houston Rockets come over to the Garden. So you already know it's going to be a hell of a game. So let's get into it, folks. What's going on? My name is KspadeTheProspect. You guys are watching the newest episode of Fix the Knicks, which is my NBA 2K16 MyGM series where I kind of fired Phil Jackson and I came in and I fixed things up around here. At least that's my version of the story. But let's get into it, man. Like I told you guys, these two teams met maybe a week ago. I don't know, maybe longer than that. A couple of weeks ago. And it didn't go well for the Knicks. However, some changes have been made. As you can see, for this one game, Coach Fisher decided it would be smart to start Ray Allen. Not because we think Ray Allen is a better defender than Aaron Aflalo, but he's the type of scorer that can put the pressure on James Harden that just maybe we can make him work a little bit hard on the defensive end, and then maybe we could take some of the edge off of what he's able to do on the offensive side of the ball. Early on, as you can see, man, Ray Allen came out the gate firing. I told y'all, that number 34 got Ray Allen feeling like the man. Got him looking like the man, too. We knew James Harden wouldn't lay down, though. James was kind of going back at him. Right here, nice moving without the ball for Carmelo. He's found with the pass. He finishes that one. The Knicks are on fire early in this game, folks. Now, there is one other player on the court tonight with something to prove. And it's the little fella right here with the rock. Ty Lawson has a lot to prove, folks. Now, if you guys remember, when the Rockets brought Ty Lawson over, he was supposed to be the man. Pat Beverly was going to take a reserve spot to Ty. But Ty got over there and it didn't quite work out, and Pat Bev got inserted back into the starting lineup. So after the trade, boom, boom, let's go. Look at Pat. After the trade, man, of course, Ty Lawson wants to prove to the Rockets that, you know what, I'm still the man, and I deserve to have been the starter this whole time. So expect a little bit of back and forth between the two point guards out here. Now, I kind of talked over the fact that I don't know if Ty was just chilling or what, but Pat Bev saw the cushion, pulled the shot, and drained it. Right here, Melo on the break, the floater over two Rockets defenders. He gets that one to go. And the Knicks are on fire early. One problem, though. This guy right here, James Harden, can score from anywhere, y'all. He can score from inside the parking lot. And his scoring ability, quite frankly, kept this Rockets team in it. The Knicks, however, would be going back. D. Will right here, off the bench, banging on some Rockets out here. You guys was in the comment section like, Spade, we got to do something. Derrick Williams is not getting enough times. And I said, you guys might be right. We'll get Derrick in the game a little bit more. Look at Derrick right here, fighting through the contact. It is so tough to get a whistle, and I might have to go fool with the sliders, y'all. Maybe I got the sliders a little too low. I don't know. I just don't feel like the whistles get blown much. But you can see, man, the second unit for the Knicks do a good job of putting up points without that starting unit on the bench. But James Harden and his scoring, and a few other players out there in those red jerseys, keep the Rockets in the game. Lance Thomas right here, banging down the deep midi. That's what they need, man. The scoring off the bench a lot of times is what helps other teams get back into the game. I'm noticing, like, the starting unit will come out here, play well, put up a big lead, come out for a sip of Gatorade, and next thing you know, we back in a tough game. Melo, the fader, out of the post, the double team was coming. Jose, you saw that fade away a whole lot in practice, bro. You already know what's coming. Now, Dwight Howard would pick on the reserves. I'm going to go ahead and be honest. Dwight gave Kevin Seraphin that work. Now, I'm not trying to tell you guys that I think Larry Sanders is a better overall player than Kevin, but he is a better defender, and his body type matches up better. I mean, Dwight is a big, strong, physical, athletic beast, man. So Larry Sanders' body type, he's a bigger guy. He matches up better. Now, the Rockets would take the lead with the Knicks reserves on the court, so the Knicks had to put a couple of starters back in the game. You see Melo back out there. You see Pat Bev out there. And for today, Ray Allen was a starter, so Ray's back out there. The Knicks needed to do something to kind of, handle this surge that the Rockets was on. Melo would struggle from outside. Trevor Ariza would not, though. Now, Melo can score from anywhere. You guys already know that. But Melo's not this fierce, like this scary outside shooter. Pat Bev said, hold up, though. I might be. Bang, bang, chicken wing from outside. Pat Bev was on fire, y'all. He had something to prove, and you could tell. He wasn't the only one. Ray Allen, toes behind the line. That shot is so beautiful, folks. We've seen this shot so many times. So the starters get back in, and they go into the half just down a couple of points. And you already know, I don't care what happens with Melo in the first quarter, first, second, maybe even third quarter. Late in the game, the third or the fourth quarter, you are going to see Melo take over the game. He's done it so much, we expect him to do it. At the end of the shot clock, though, Pat Beverly, oh my God, somebody help Ty Lawson, yo. Pat put on an and one display right there. That mess was nice. And then killed him with a step back. James Harden trying to do a little too much right here. Losing the dribble. The Knicks are off and running. Pat Bev with the layup on the opposite end of the court. Let's tie this game back up, yo. The Knicks are back. Ty Lawson right here matched up with Ray Allen. Trying to get slippery, but Pat Bev is always lurking. He gets the steal. Hits Melo in the soft spot in the defense. Melo cashes out the midi. That does two things, man. Pat is great on defense, but you get Melo going with those easy shots, and he can definitely turn up for us later in the game. We're going to need that. Dwight Howard said make sure Larry Sanders get a few of these buckets too. Like, Larry, you ain't exempt. That's cool. We all right. The Knicks do have a small lead. What I like about what's going on out here is anytime the Knicks get a comfortable lead, they'll put those starters on the bench and let them rest because we know it's going to be a long game. Speaking of a long game, it's going to be a long game for Trevor Ariza, man. That boy Melo is on fire. Pat Bev goes to the basket, draws the contact from Dwight Howard. I don't know if Dwight don't like Pat, y'all. I don't know if he's upset with him for leaving Houston or if they never got along when both of them played for Houston. But Dwight be trying to hurt Pat Beverly, yo. We need a goon to just come in here and take Dwight out. Larry might be that dude. D. Will off the bench. He definitely came off the bench in today's game and helped with a scoring spark, you know. And I know you guys was giving me hell about his minutes last game. Sometimes I let the coach just set the minutes, and sometimes I have to go in there myself. So we got it right, y'all. Relax. All the D-Will fans, relax. Folks, it is the fourth quarter action right here. Look at Larry Sanders. Getting it over to a fly low. Get back in the paint. That's a mismatch. That is Ty Lawson trying to guard Larry Sanders. You already know how that's going to end. Larry was still trying to post him up, too. Like, Larry, just go to the basket, Larry. That's a mismatch. You got to find those. 3-point lead for the Knicks. Late in the game, I already told you guys what to expect, right? Whole lot of Melo, unless nobody's going to guard Larry Sanders. I see you right here. James Harden gets in the picture late. You kind of got banged on, James. Look, he tried to act like he was playing defense. James, we already know you don't play no defense, bruh. We know. Trevor Ariza from outside. Like I said, Trevor was on fire from outside, and it helped because Melo was cold as ice from outside. So that's kind of, you know, you got to look at those two matchups. If Trevor's cashing from outside, Melo got to get his buckets on the inside. Larry Sanders again banging on Dwight. Dwight was up under the basket. What you doing, Dwight? What you doing? You look like one of those rec players running out of bounds and coming back in. Late in the game, Ty Lawson, who has struggled under Pat Beverly's defense all day, he's looking to break out here in the fourth quarter and provide some help for his team as well. The pick right here is missed by Pat Beverly. Pat's going to step back, swing it over to Kyle O'Quinn for the three. Boom, let's go. Kyle O'Quinn has been quiet in today's game, but hey, he's there late. That's when you need him. Melo again, moving without the rock so beautifully. Nice pass by Ray Allen. He finds the cutting Melo in the paint. That's an easy finish right there. We like those. We like those. The Knicks seem to be trying to pull away late in this game. 7-point lead. You got to watch out for this guy right here. Look at James. Woo! Look at James. Putting the older Ray Allen on skates. Goes to the basket. Draws the contact. He's going to go to the charity stripe for a chance at another. You pretty much know how that went. Pick and roll late in the game. Monty Humans has a three. Decided not to take it. Gives it to James Harden, who goes to the basket. Great defense by Ray Allen. And look at James Harden trying to flop. James, what you doing? What you doing? Get up. Beautiful defense right there by Ray Allen. And right here to Mega Curry. Big time block right there by Melo. The Knicks are off and running. They got numbers, and look at this. Oh my God, where's the whistle, y'all? I can't get the whistle to blow for nothing. Melo in the post, swinging it over. Ray Allen has a great look. Can't cash that one out. And I don't know what will happen with Ray Allen late, but late Ray could not find the inside of the rim. Missed two great looks. I mean, those are amazing looks for a guy who we brought him on to make those shots right there. James Harden through contact. Beautiful layup. The game is tied up. The Knicks are going to have to get a timeout. And at some point, yo, we have got to get Ray Allen out of here. And Ray, you know I love you, yo. We got to get Ray out of here. So you see right here, Pat Bev goes to the basket. No shocker. Dwight Howard on the foul again. And this is when Derek Fisher makes the change. So we get Ray Allen out the game, put Aaron Aflalo back in there, and hopefully Aflalo can provide, you know, that scoring spark to help us down the stretch. It's a 2-point game right here. Check this out. You got Pat Bev helping out. Pat Bev comes up with his third steal of the game. The Knicks are off and running. Melo gets the layup on the other end. That pushes the lead up to 4. We need like one more bucket to ice this game, right? So how fitting. The pick right here. Pat Bev, top of the perimeter. Bang, bang, chicken wing. Let's go. Let's go. Pat Beverly has come to play, folks. Pat Bev hates the Rockets. That's what I should have titled this video. So let's close the curtains, man. It was a great game. I couldn't show you guys all the scoring, of course, but Melo actually went the entire hell off. But to me, the MVP of the game is Pat Beverly. He had a super efficient game, and defensively, he was locked in. So the Knicks do get their revenge against the Rockets. That's all I got for today's video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. You did do me a favor. You know what I'm going to say, right? Bang that thumbs up. That's all I ask. And if you're new here, you want to see more of these videos, subscribe. Become a member of the Wolfpack today, folks. But I'm out the next time, y'all. Peace.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille